Humans are pretty much the same when it comes to our physical abilities. Sure, some of us can run faster than others or have lightning-fast reflexes, but on average, our bodies all share the same limitations. Try telling that to the people in today's video, though. They really do have superhuman abilities. Let's get it on. There's a reason you only see people walking on water in the movies. No ordinary person on Earth has the ability to do it. Well, that's mostly true anyway. This Shaolin monk would beg to differ. For the record, those planks aren't holding him up. They're just floating on top of the water. He's so light on his feet that he's able to run across the surface of the water for over 117 meters. I think the laws of physics would like to have a word with him. Everyone would love to be able to jump like a grasshopper, but the fact is, we're just not built that way. It's anyone's guess how this man does what he does. He's known for his incredible standing jumps. He's literally the best at it and holds the Guinness World Record for highest standing jump at 5.3 feet. I probably couldn't even make it half as high as that. If you can carry more than one bag of groceries in each hand, you probably think you're pretty strong. But you're not going to feel that way after seeing this incredible feat of Eddie Hall. The British strongman took part in a bit of a challenge. He had to pull the 44,000-pound airplane along a runway in the fastest time possible.
What?
Yeah, it seems impossible, right up until he goes and does it anyway. If you're fast enough to not get hit, dodgeball is actually a pretty fun sport to let off some steam. If you're not, you're probably walking away with a couple bruises. But did you know there's more than one way to avoid the balls? I don't know what that guy ate for breakfast, but having those reflexes and skills at the same time just doesn't seem fair. We all have unusual hobbies, but even compared to other strange hobbies, this one might be unique. JD Anderson enjoys rolling frying pans up like a burrito with his bare hands. And no, it's not a one-time thing. He seems to do it a lot. Then again, I don't blame him. When you can make something difficult look that easy, it must be a gift. If you're strong enough to lift heavy weights, you can bet you're making a whole lot of gym goers pretty jealous. But did you know there's a way to top all of that? Well, there is. Just do what Bradley Martin does. They seem happy enough to help out, and honestly, I've never seen anything like this before. Is there anything this guy can't lift? We all know who the fastest man on two legs is, but what about the fastest man on all fours? Is it even possible to do? Well, to put it simply, the answer is yes, and this man is here to prove it. He holds the Guinness World Record as the fastest man on all fours, and he's proved it during this 100-meter race against himself. He crossed the finish line in just 15.71 seconds and probably shocked everyone in attendance. Movie characters can do all sorts of crazy things that we could only ever dream of doing. This guy was born different, and because of that, he's able to do an array of bizarre things with his eyes. He wanted to be a living cartoon.
Did you see that?
So he became one by learning how to pop his eyeballs out. It's funny and unsettling at the same time, but you can't take your eyes off it, unlike him.
Whoa! Damn, bruh!
You've probably seen a couple boxing movies and questioned if anything you saw was real or not. It's all choreography, right? Well, maybe, but that doesn't mean that real boxers can't do it. Some people might actually be better than the movies, like this guy. You definitely wouldn't want to meet Ryan Garcia in the ring. He has the kind of skills you'd normally only see in Marvel movies. His impossible reflexes and accuracy aren't even slowed down by a blindfold. The human body is more incredible and complex than we can possibly imagine. Being able to contort is a rare ability that very few people are born with.
Bruh.
My question is, what the hell?
Good contortionists can move their bodies in ways that would otherwise seem impossible. We'd have to break a couple bones to get our arms in some of these positions, but he makes it look easy. You'll never see anyone do something with their body that comes so close to being a real-life superpower. To be a real superhero, you can't just have incredible powers. Speed, strength, agility, and mind-blowing skills are only there to help the hero win the day. These men have all those things. They can run faster than most people, they're strong enough to lift heavy weights, and they can climb better than just about anyone. But as firemen, they're real heroes. People who love working out are always looking for new ways to push themselves. So I have a challenge for you. Do a push-up. Now try doing a push-up on only one arm while breaking an egg with the same hand. Too hard? Okay, try it with only one foot and one arm on the ground.
What?
Still too hard? How about doing it without your feet on the ground at all and only on the tips of your fingers? Actually, make that just 2 fingers on each hand. Now only one. Everyone wishes they had enough money to be able to sit and count all day, but counting that much money would get boring pretty quickly. This man would have it all counted in a matter of seconds though. He has more than one technique for counting loads of cash in an instant. I didn't know it was possible to have that kind of dexterity. I'd definitely lose count before getting to the end. Some people can tolerate incredible amounts of pain without even flinching. I'm sure you've seen people react to standing on a Lego before. The shins are another sore spot, but this man doesn't seem to feel any pain. I can't understand how he does it, and frankly, I don't want to know either. Martial artists have some of the most impressive skills you'll ever witness, but this man makes that look like child's play. He hasn't just added a couple of blocks either. He's gotten rid of the wood completely and replaced it with concrete. Rollerblading is definitely becoming popular again, and if you've ever tried it, you'll know it's not really as easy as everyone makes it out to be. But this guy's taken it to a whole new level. He hasn't just taken on the challenge of getting good at rollerblading, he's now an expert at hand skating. He can skate better on his hands than you can on your feet. If you're not amazed by that, then I dare you to give it a go. But trust me, it won't be pretty. Ice hockey is a notoriously difficult sport. There's just so much to it that it may be difficult to keep up sometimes. So just imagine how tough it would be to play other sports on ice. Actually, you don't need to imagine. Just watch this man play basketball by himself in the snow. He's playing alone because there's no other person on Earth who could ever hone so many skills at once. There's plenty of things that can be completed quickly with not too much skill. Then there are those that need a lot of skill just to do them slowly. And of course, there are people like Sterling Hart who've worked out how to do those difficult things at incredible speeds. This is him speed climbing like it's the easiest thing in the world. He even has a misstep at one point and still manages to beat his opponent by a country mile. Incredible. There's a good reason the X Games are so popular. Those athletes can do incredible things at levels we could have never imagined. But what if you want to practice your BMX skills without all those fancy courses to practice on? Well, if you're good, like superhuman level good, you can practice on literally anything, including heavy machinery. Don't try this at home. If there's one thing that always impresses people, it's anything involving a samurai sword. But even though most people can mindlessly swing one through the air, very few people can actually do something with it. These balls are traveling at a speed of over 99 miles per hour. Most of us couldn't even catch one, let alone cut one in half mid-flight with a sword. Some people just have a way with animals. It's like they're just drawn to them. I'm not sure that's exactly what happened here, but it's pretty incredible anyway. No bird would have stood a chance against those quick moves. It definitely doesn't expect that to happen, but then again, I don't think the guy expected it either. All goalkeepers need to be on high alert at all times, but some have reflexes that go beyond just being amazing and edge toward the impossible.
Nice.
It should have whizzed past him, but instead, he casually just stopped it without even breaking a sweat.